Welcome to another video, and in this video we're going to be talking about an inner standing about Rudraksh. Alright, so I'm wearing a 5 Mukhi 108 plus 1 mala of Rudraksh, and the fruit is actually blue, and the fruit is blue and it comes from a very cold region, and that fruit grows and takes a very long time to grow. And once the blue kind of fruit around the blue, I don't know if you can see it. Once the fruit, so-called, becomes of age and kind of warms out, you have a seed, and that seed is what we identify as the Rudraksh, right? And there are many different types, but today I'm going to be talking about the 5 Mukhi. And why I find the Rudraksh is very beneficial for a spiritual seeker, or a spiritual someone who is just wanting to know more deep secrets about life. I genuinely find myself asking the questions, what is the purpose of life? But now that question has more turned around, and I've started understanding that the purpose of life is what you give it. Now, that's just my opinion, that's my perspective, but you are free to disagree with me. But the truth of the matter is that these things right here are very beneficial to raising your vibration. Like, aren't there some days where you're just like, you wake up and you're just like, I can't do it. You don't feel motivated, you don't feel really, your energy doesn't really feel like itself as much. You feel a little faint in the mind, you know, you're not able to wake up. There's certain days when you wake up and you're not really fully awake, but you go through your day like a zombie, and then in the evening you wake up and you're like, oh my god, now I feel like whatever I did was just so robotic and boring. See, that's when your mind has woken up. When you meditate first thing in the morning, you realize that your entire day can be so serene and easeful, easy and calibrated, you know, chilled out. But okay, putting that aside, Rudrakshas, right? Rudrakshas are very powerful because you can chant mantras into them. You can so-called even physically put energy into them, and you can feel that manifest in your reality. Say you want something to happen, or a certain thing you want, and you're trying to attract it, just hold Rudraksh and just be with its energy. The secret about Rudrakshas are that they are like a cocoon of your energy, right? So if you're in a different place, just by having a Rudraksha, you can feel at home, you can feel safe, you can feel protected, you can feel a cocoon of your own energy surrounding you. Of course, it's not always necessary, but they do put you on a high spiritual vibration. And another couple of things I want you to know is that when you wear Rudraksh, eating meat will be not exactly impossible, but it will be difficult, because Rudrakshas have such a high vibration, such a pure, energetically high vibration, naturally, that they elevate your consciousness. And when you're elevated in your consciousness and you consume meat, either you're consuming meat with a really powerful intention, or you're consuming it recklessly. And usually what happens when someone consumes meat wearing Rudrakshas, they almost end up feeling really feverish and weird. That's not because of the Rudraksha as such, but that's because of your energy, your vibration has lowered itself, and the Rudraksha is trying to protect you and bring you back up. But it's fighting. We see protection from negative spirits, protection from energies that you are unwanted, are all around us. But you gotta understand that it's really within, because you're processing everything through your mind. If you can control the mind, really nothing can bother you, nothing can stop or hinder your progress in life. Now, this all being said, I want to share one last thing about Rudrakshas. They can be energized. This 5 Mukhi Rudraksh connects to the planet Jupiter, but I like to keep it simple. And I know that this is a 5-Mukhi mala, and the mantra for it is Om Hrim Namaha. And you can chant other mantras on it. It really holds all your intentions. But remember, it's not really about mantras chanting as such. It's just about you using everything around you to benefit you. And certain things on this planet are here for a reason. Whether you classify it as God, Shiva, or the universe, or whatever you want to classify it as, that energy that exists within everything and is always existing is the same energy that Rudrakshas, I feel, embody. Because they are so, they even have a weight to it. They have a weight to it, and when you wear, you automatically become meditative. You become so meditative. Meditative to the point where you are like transcending, and you realize that you can affect energies around you as you grow in your meditation. Subtle energies without people knowing. You can just make problems not happen. You can, like, if conflict happens, you can make that conflict transform into something that might be more beneficial. You can manipulate your energy. You can transform your own energies to enlightenment is the highest, I guess, but to ascend. But then again, you can also achieve very material things. You can concentrate your mind on anything material, and you can have it granted to you just with the right amount of thought, the right amount of emotion, the right amount of meditative energy. You can transform that thought into a reality, which can happen for you. The biggest lie that we've all been told is that religion has to follow guidelines. No, we created religion. We created religion. I'm not going to sit here and talk like religion is something that's greater than the entire universe. No, religion was a form of understanding the universe, but it's not everything. It's a very transformative, fiery, hot type of energy. And even when you wear Rudrakshas, you're going to have to remember that it heats up your body a lot. So it's not like exactly the cooling type of substance. That's why you see Lord Shiva wearing it in Himalayas or in the mountains, because it's cold. And he needs to use this to heat up his own body, because they can heat up your own body. Trust me. By meditating on this, you can heat your own body up. That's just tapas. That's just you burning away your sins and your karmas and your repetitive mind-boggling cycles that you want to just be liberated from, so you can so-called become a better human being. Alright, so keeping it simple, I don't believe that Rudrakshas are something that are a big deal. I feel that they should become kind of common nowadays, because they don't really hold such a negative vibe. It's more that people, they can't hold negative vibes. In fact, they're self-cleansing. You can never hold a Rudraksha and get negative energy from it unless it's charged in a certain way that's not useful for you. You know what I mean?